You think you know me.
What's up, guys? Dedds98 back again with another video, and this is our third ever Cutting Dedds. Very special guest today, Stephen Burnett, aka OnlyMasks. Link in the description. Great YouTuber, just got over 200 subs. Please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Steven here, aka OnlyMasks. Thank you for having me on the Cutting Dedds so far. Great show. Love the 2 other episodes.
Thanks. And thanks, man. I really appreciate it. We got 3 major topics today, as usual. Our first is the Triple H angle on Raw, and it's basically on SmackDown, very affecting the WWE right now. Steven, I'll go ahead and let you voice your opinion on that.
Yeah, in a way, it's kind of like what is happening with baseball, or not baseball, but football and basketball, you know.
Yeah, it's sort of like the lockout.
You know, football got their shit together, but basketball, probably the whole season's gonna be canceled. The regular preseason was already canceled. 1 second, let me take a drink of water.
Alright.
Please bear with me in my crackly voice. I might have to stop a few times. But anyway, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a lockout. The WWE superstars don't think it's a safe environment. What do you think of this storyline? What do you think of the whole non-safe environment and kind of Christian and everybody?
Overall, I think the whole thing, it was sort of a multiple sort of skit thing that they was trying to pull out. I think it could have been a way to sort of involve the NWO to come back and, you know, and have a NWO versus Triple H, Stephanie sort of angle versus Power and stuff. But I don't think that's going to happen since Hogan re-signed with TNA. So clearly, I don't think it'll happen anymore. But I do think we're going to have Vince McMahon come back. Yeah, this is just sort of a way to bring him back in the storyline. I think we're going to have Stephanie come back. And I'm really hoping Shane McMahon, I know he's not in working terms with WWE. I really hope he'll get back in, you know, working in a working relationship with WWE, because a lot of people miss Shane McMahon. I personally like Shane McMahon. And I want to see him come back and get involved and have some sort of feud with Triple H, you know, say, it's my company, I'm the freaking son of Vince, you know. You have any more opinions on Triple H in this angle?
Yeah. You know, people say it's not Triple H's fault. Somebody's pulling the strings from the back. No, I think the people pulling the strings are Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. I think Kevin Nash is also going to get, you know, pulled into this. Drink water really quick.
Yeah, and while you're drinking your water, I'll go ahead and say this. Of course, Johnny Ace has something to do with it. I don't really think he has anything to do with all these calls. I think it's just creative team and Vince pulling up something going on, you know. And I really think, you know, it's just a big sort of work going on.
Yeah, he doesn't really like Triple H. You know, NWO will probably come back, like you said. Kevin Nash, CM Punk, the whole roster is now involved with this. You know, on Raw, there's going to be certain superstars headlining it, you know, ones that didn't show up for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I really don't think that there's much going on, but I think a lot of people are starting to forget about Miz and R-Truth. A lot of people were going to say that they should be incorporated into the new NWO. I don't know if they're going to keep going with that, because NWO is not really going to happen, because, you know, Hogan just recently signed back with TNA. I mean, it might be some sort of a delayed NWO maybe next year or so, or maybe in the next 3 months. But I don't really know how they could make it work. I'm expecting maybe some sort of a new faction to form, maybe with Miz, R-Truth, Johnny Ace.
That's what I was thinking. A new faction, you know, a new NWO.
Yeah,
NWO.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I definitely think if there was a new one, Miz and R-Truth would be in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that they're going to be involved in it, because they're mainly getting pushed into it by creative most, and it would be a great way for them to use some of their mid-carders like Christian and fucking, what's that other guy's name? Fuck, I don't remember. But you know, there are some other people that.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler. Like, and maybe even Kofi Kingston, because Kofi Kingston is not going anywhere, and they could really use him to turn heel or something and join that new faction. I really think this new faction is going to be some sort of a NWO-like thing. I think we're going to have John Laurinaitis, Kevin Nash, maybe, like a return of somebody from the NWO to come back and guide them. Maybe X-Pac, maybe Scott Hall. Even though I don't know if he signed on a Legends contract or not, but I'm really expecting something big to happen. We're only about 5 minutes with this topic. Topic 2 starting now. Vengeance. We got Big Show versus Mark Henry. What are your thoughts?
You know, I think it's a great match. I think Big Show and the Mark Henry rivalry, though, is not heated up enough. You know, Big Show, yes, he was dominant on SmackDown. I gotta give it to them for that. He really showed what he got. You know, he showed his anger. He showed sadness. He showed emotion. He shows everything he got. You know, he brung it all on Mark Henry at the end. He slammed him through the announce table, hit him with a chair. So, you know, but I don't think he should have got it in one night. You know, I think he got it too quick. You know, maybe they should have heated it up a little. Maybe he should have had to compete with Randy Orton. But I'm happy that Randy Orton is finally out of the storyline, kind of. You know, he's held the World Heavyweight Championship for too long. Finally, they have different event to be on for the World Heavyweight Championship instead of Mark Henry and Christian. But I have one question with all of this. I thought Big Show got drafted to Raw. What happened?
No, actually. Oh yeah, he did really get drafted to Raw. I don't know why they sort of dropped that. But another thing, you have to.
Well, I think he picked SmackDown, but it kind of makes no sense. Maybe he should have got drafted, or they, you know, should have said something on WWE.com, not just automatically switch him. And get him in line for SmackDown title.
Yeah, and another thing, I really agree with you on that because it's the same thing happened to Alex Riley. Alex Riley was drafted to SmackDown, but you know, he made one appearance on SmackDown and got RKO'd by Randy Orton, and then all of a sudden he's back on Raw. You know, and I thought that whole match at, I think it was Capital Punishment, it was the Miz versus Alex Riley. I thought that was only to give Alex Riley some sort of a push on his way to SmackDown, but they just freaking brought him back to Raw, which I don't really get. But
yeah, the draft, like part of it isn't even really going, you know.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Big Show. You know, I don't think he should have got it in one night. What do you think?
Overall, I think, you know, it shouldn't be even a pay-per-view match. I don't really see where WWE's going with this, except for one possible thing. As we all know, I think it was back around Money in the Bank. You had Mark Henry take out Kane with the steel chair and the knee off the second rope, you know.
No, that was a Big Show at Money in the Bank. That was just a SmackDown Live event.
Yeah, it was around Money in the Bank, yeah. And, like, he did that knee, took a Kane out. Kane's injury is kayfabe, so I think he's just taking time off, and maybe he's writing a book. I don't give a shit. But, he's got something in the works. He's just taking time off, I think. But, Kane, I'm really expecting him to come back and sort of take Mark Henry out of the title picture. And I think we're going to have Big Show and maybe, you know, Christian or Sheamus in the main event. I'm expecting them to pop in the main event and have Orton sort of sidelined with Rhodes. Because I'm really expecting SmackDown to, you know, bring some new superstars in the main event. I think that's what the plan was, to bring Big Show back. And if you think about it, it's about time for freaking Kane to come back. Because if Big Show got injured on Money in the Bank, and he came back now, Kane should have come back, you know, maybe a week ago. So I'm really expecting them to pull out something really quick with this feud. And I want to see Mark Henry retain, but that's not going to happen. I really think Big Show's going to take this, and we're going to have Mark Henry.
I really hope they don't drop the ball with Mark Henry. I think he really deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, that is somewhat fair to say because he's been in the business for a long time. But I never thought they were gonna go this far with Mark Henry. You know, maybe he'll be back in there again. We don't really know. You know, I don't know how far they're gonna push him with the world title. I just think
maybe they could do what Randy Orton and Christian did. You know, Big Show win it, Mark Henry win it from him. You know, maybe Kane can get into it, and it could be like a big triangle.
Yeah, I sort of get what you mean, but like I do I would like that, but I don't think that's gonna happen considering you have to usher in all these other talented guys like Christian and Sheamus, you know, and I think Orton's gonna be sidelined with Rhodes for a bit, so that they're gonna try and get Rhodes over, which I hope works.
Having a rivalry, you know, I don't think Randy Orton will win the Intercontinental title, but you know, something like that. You know, just get Cody Rhodes pushed because I think WWE's finally seeing he's a great talent.
Yeah, I mean, it would sort of be a step down for Orton, to lose the title. To win the IC title. I mean, he's not really like Jericho. He's not going to take a step down for younger talent. I think Randy Orton's still in his prime. I think they're not going to waste him. You have any more thoughts on this thing?
Well, pretty much we just kind of merged into our third thought, right?
Huh?
We kind of just merged into our third thought, the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, it's a perfect transition. I like for you to notice that, Steven. And we have our third topic, the IC title, in general, basically, and just currently, I'd say. I would like to start off on this and talk about Cody Rhodes bringing in the IC title.
Oh, no problem.
The classic IC title is flat out. I think it's pretty amazing that the fact that they've done this. I think it brings some more prestige back to the belt. And the fact that Rhodes has it and he's being a great champion, it's flat out just really awesome. You have any more thoughts on that?
He better keep the title for a lot longer. Like you said, it is prestigious that they brought it back, the old title, the old title. Personally, I like the other title better.
Yeah.
I don't really like the color white on a belt, for the leather. But it is a great belt, and I hope Cody really retains for longer. He's a great champion so far. I'm really loving his whole gimmick with the mask, the bags, the the title. How he's kind of teaming up with Christian now. What do you think about him teaming up, with Christian, David Otunga, and the rest of them, like Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger?
Overall, I'm not really too excited for that for Rhodes. I just want to see him get involved with Randy Orton, hopefully get over by Orton, considering the fact that Randy Orton, that son of a bitch, he didn't put Rhodes or DiBiase over at 26, which you actually attended. That freaking son of a bitch, Randy Orton, didn't put either of them over. It's about time he puts one of them over. I think the ball's already been dropped with DiBiase. He might win the title from Rhodes, but I don't see DiBiase really accomplishing anything. I think it's all about Rhodes.
I think DiBiase, with the whole Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes gimmick, I think he's already out of the picture.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's completely out of the world title picture, I'd say, unless they seriously fix something. He's got a great look, great talent. He needs me to train. But Rhodes having the IC title is flat out amazing. The IC title, it was a freaking jobber title when Ezekiel Jackson had it, even though I wanted him to have it. I liked it when Wade Barrett had it, but Wade Barrett got freaking boring. You also
started to become a bad title that only really jobbers got.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It went from being freaking valued more than the World Heavyweight title, with the Ultimate Warrior Hogan thing. And then now, it's finally being, not at that prestige, but now it's, at a high prestige. And I think everybody's starting to recognize. And I really think, it's been great to have some of these good champions like Jericho, Rhodes. You've had some more. Yeah, it's a stepping stone for world title guys. I don't think Ezekiel Jackson will be a world title winner, but a guy like Wade Barrett, I think he's a step above all the mid-carders. I think he's ready to go to the main event anytime soon. We're about out of time. OnlyMasks, I really thank you for coming on to the show and talking. Link in the description for OnlyMasks. You have anything to say to the fans?
Dude, it was awesome. I love the show. Cutting Dedds forever. See you guys next time. I'm Steven. I'm out, and the show.
Yeah, see you guys. Dedders98, OnlyMasks, links in the description. Sub to the Kings of Kings. See you guys.